Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Ark, your enabler slash host, and we're bringing you great and exciting projects in the blockchain space. And we're here with an exciting project, Powerfan. Um, I would like to introduce maybe Albert. Albert, thanks for having the time to be with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here in space.
Okay. So if you'd like to share your screen, then I can start asking the question.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So just mind you, this little presentation actually is for Korean event. So there might be some Korean, so just giving you guys a heads up on that, but I'll speak in English for you guys.
Okay, here we go. I can try to speak a little bit of Korean with you so that I can practice with you, Albert.
There you go. There we are.
Okay, so here we go. First question is about your personal background. Please, where's your location right now and probably your current role in the project?
Yeah, so right now, at this time, I might look like I'm in space right now, but I'm actually in Manila and Makati. So near Poblacion, I'm, here for meeting some people in the crypto space, as well as launching some projects from old friends who work alongside with Sarah Teterete and some other council members there as well. So I'm doing a lot of amazing things in Philippines with the team here. And just to give me a little more background about me, my name is Albert. As you know, I'm CEO of Powerfan, and I've been mostly a software engineer. So 2016, I actually became a Solidity engineer for Visa Card. I was one of the first blockchain engineers there. And then I went to a lot of blockchain programming contests in Silicon Valley. So from San Francisco, I moved to Palo Alto area. And then from there, I worked at Amazon. So my day job, I was a software engineer for Amazon for another 2 years. Silicon Valley, a total of 6 years, and I worked at Samsung Research America, Point, some other payment processing companies. So most of my career as a software engineer, I was in fintech, traditional fintech, and also blockchain. So I won about 3 different World Crypto Economic Forum contests, like Coinbase Hackathon and World Economic Forum and Visa Hackathon as well. I won some championship prizes as well. So that's kind of my background in software engineering. Definitely, I'm really excited to start this company, and I'm really excited to meet you as well.
Right. It's interesting how your journey into the blockchain space has been interspersed with your Web2, with your day job at that time. And I think that you were doing some private blockchain for Visa, right?
That's true. So the first project was very, very similar to what we have in NFTs right now. So it was a universal identifier card. And during that time when I worked at Visa, the big hack happened, if you know what I mean, the Equifax hack. Equifax, they leaked, they got hacked and leaked a ton, probably more than half of the US population almost. They don't really say it, but most people with a credit score, their information like social security number, purchase history, everything got hacked. And even my social security number is out there somewhere in the darknet. So what my team and blockchain thought was, hey, let's give, we can't really trust centralized databases anymore. Let's make it at least somewhat decentralized and give people a private key so they can, use universal ID to like an NFT. You have the NFT, and then you can use that as ID card to get credit scores and use that for sending private information and things like that, where the owner, the person has control over the data. And when that happens, because the data is decentralized, even if 2 or 1 person gets hacked, all the people don't get hacked. It's a distributed and decentralized database system where, just trying to hack, one database, you can't get all the people's information. Like that happened with Equifax hack. That was a huge problem during that time. So if you just Google Equifax hack, you can really know how big that problem was during that time in 2017. It was a pretty crazy time. The data breach during that time. At 15, yeah, a lot of people all around the world, you know, yeah, half the population of America. I think American population is 300 million.
Mhm.
Yeah, almost 150
Wow.
million people got hacked. So it's pretty crazy what has happened. Mhm.
So that's probably the reason why the centralized system has its limits. That's why a lot of talents are migrating into the Web3 or blockchain space. So if you could just give us a nutshell, how long have you been in the crypto space literally, like without any iota of a Web2, but just Web3 pure? How long have you been?
Web3 pure, right? So being a Web3 programmer, so actually having the skill set to actually do Solidity programming on Ethereum, that was 2016. I started to, go to a lot of contests, do a lot of Ethereum programming, and then other blockchains like Polygon and stuff. More recently, after Polygon became pretty famous, but I was one of the first blockchain engineers just working on Solidity on the Ethereum blockchain during that time, running some test nets. But to actually know about Bitcoin and really get interested in Bitcoin, I didn't really invest a lot because I was an exchange student at UC Berkeley back then. But 2013 was when I got really interested in this space personally, 2013. And 2008, I used to be investing in gold, believe it or not, 2008, because during the financial crisis, I was listening to Peter Schiff. I wonder if you know Peter Schiff. He's an exciting guy who's really against the established, financial system here. But a lot of people in the US who are into cryptocurrency, they know this American stockbroker, Peter Schiff, who is kind of crazy about gold. So he ran Euro Pacific Capital. In the US, he's very famous being the gold bug. And I used to be a gold bug. Since 2008, I used to invest in gold because I thought the economy would like collapse. We would have hyperinflation, like the dollar will no longer be the currency of the world. That was my thinking. So I digress a little bit, getting off topic here, but since 2008, I was very skeptical about the financial system, the bubbles and the hyperinflation happening all over the world, like Venezuela and stuff like that, and also the Equifax hack. And that's how I got really into learning about Bitcoin more 2012, 2013. I wish I had the money to invest, but I was a poor student back then.
Well, you were not earning, but you were learning, which is, I think, which start with, lasts forever. I think that's once it's in your mind, the value is there, immutable.
It is immutable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actually, it's hard to put a number on it because started 2008, and then 2013 and 2016 actually doing it. But when did you start really letting go of Web2 and just go full Web3?
Full
start
Web3.
your own. Yeah.
Start my own company was last year. So I had a day job at Amazon, I got to pay the bills. So, I was always excited about blockchain, but when I quit my job, like last year, around April, that was when I went all in on starting my company. And, one of the reasons I started this company in the first place was I was looking at YouTube videos during the pandemic, especially during the pandemic. I could really, I had some famous YouTube channels that I was really liking, like MXR Plays. Maybe some people know that. But some of these YouTube channels, they were getting demonetized. They lost money. So one of the reasons why I got to really start this company was, hey, like my favorite YouTube channels, they're getting demonetized or kicked off YouTube, because of haters or something like that. Why not, help some of these people, these creators to earn money in a different way? And people were getting kicked off of Patreon and then OnlyFans even. People were getting kicked off of OnlyFans. They tried to ban, adult content there for a while. And then finally they got a payment processor. So everything was related to payment. So that's when I wanted to build something to help empower these creators, to earn money or raise money with using utility tokens. And, a lot of people do ICOs, but it has to have utility. What is actually more valuable than the token on the blockchain itself is where can I use this token? So I provide the technology and Powerfan provides the technology to actually use these tokens somewhere for staking, watching exclusive content. You can watch YouTube videos and earn airdrops and airdrop tokens from creators. All these tools are what we're trying to build in Powerfan, giving the tools for creators to use blockchain to raise money and also utilize their token. That's the main way we want to provide services.
Okay. I think that you've touched on one of the questions that I was going to ask you. But again, to summarize, to sum it up, what is that one problem that Powerfan is trying to solve?
Yeah, exactly. So that one problem is, there's always a middleman, for example, Visa card where I worked at, Visa card or a payment processor, or you want to buy something, online, you got to go to Amazon, something like that. There's always a middle person somewhere. Getting rid of that middle person, so payment is direct from the fans or the consumer in a case, and then the provider, the content creator, or the business. So we help with building these suite of tools for fans and content creators to just connect and do commerce together. So a couple of projects, maybe I can give you a little taste of what's coming. First of all, we have our watch and earn platform. So you watch YouTube videos, this Chrome plugin pops up open on your Chrome plugin. And then what's going to happen is you watch your YouTube videos, you see if you watched over a certain percentage, you get airdrops right away. And then you can put these in your MetaMask wallet. So we have a completely decentralized fan token you can earn while you watch. So you watch the videos, and if you already watched the video, you got to click on to watch another one and earn those tokens. So this will help in two ways to the creator of the content. One is you increase your watch time. So the YouTube algorithm loves you. So they get a ton of watch time and the algorithm is suggested to similar people. The second great thing about this is that their loyal fan base gets rewarded. Their loyal fan base comes again and again to earn those tokens. So, what do you do if you earn those tokens, right? What are you going to do with them? It has to have some use case to make these tokens valuable. So the main way people are going to use these tokens in Powerfan is exclusive content or buying NFTs of these creators, collectible items, maybe t-shirts, fan-based t-shirts. So those kinds of utilities is what we provide on the Powerfan website itself. So in the Powerfan website, if you log in, you can actually see, maybe I can show some part of it, how to interact with their fans, sell NFTs and t-shirts and all these other goodies as well. So that's the main utility we're trying to provide with our current plugin. Yeah.
Okay. At least when you demolish the middleman, then the fans maybe don't have to pay as much premium. And also, I think the revenue will go directly to the creator, which is, I think, win-win for both. If you just
exactly. Plus, there's nobody that can ban them. You see all this political stuff, the left wing, the right wing, and people trying to get ESG scores for their company and all that. Like all that kind of bull crap we can get rid of. So no one can block our get rid of the communication and the money going back and forth from the creator to the fan. Let that money flow as fast as possible with no interruption. That's what we do.
Okay, directly. So maybe to recap for a little bit, like what's the story behind the Powerfan? Like was it I think it was a gradual process, but was it, how would you describe the formulation of it? Was it like a percolating, like brewing for a few weeks and then aha moment, or was it just an instant aha moment?
Exactly. So, give you a brief history of how, I got started on this, right? So I did a lot of programming contests, like almost every month I would go to these hackathons in Silicon Valley. So try to get all these, new project ideas or startup ideas. Ever since I worked, even before I worked in Silicon Valley, I had a gaming company since 2012. So I was doing a lot of these projects on the side projects and coding challenges. I had a gaming company 2012 to 2014. But beside the point, the main way this actual product started was, during COVID. During COVID, I was building this app, a mobile app for content creators to earn money somehow, monetize, and have a new advertising platform, especially since if you look at YouTube, they demonetize a lot of different YouTube channels because maybe some of their content has some adult material. Maybe they're swearing. Maybe it's not politically correct. So all of these things are affecting the ad revenue of these creators. So I try to make this other mobile app where they can earn ads based on, what I thought was appropriate, or more freedom of speech kind of application. That aha moment came when I thought, hey, I've been doing blockchain coding for a long time. Why not I add blockchain to this and raise, my own token? So the first name of Powerfan was Fanbox Chan, Fanbox. And our target audience was way more focused on not just YouTube creators, but also people who did OnlyFans, creators who did other types of, SoundCloud, and musicians and things like that. So we wanted to provide it for all these different content creators, music industry and everything, especially since there was a huge ban. OnlyFans blocked adult content material. So if you actually look in the history of things, like I wonder how familiar you're with OnlyFans, like OnlyFans website. They banned adult content material. So, but they reversed it recently. That was what happened because of their payment processor. So for us, we're trying to give freedom to all creators, and that's how I got that idea. I want to start something where we want to really connect these creators and influencers to directly go to that market. And that's how I started this out in the beginning. And then I said, I don't want to start this in California. California is not the place. And then I moved to Las Vegas, where I found my co-founder, Jesse. We talked together for a while. He was my advisor first, and then he became my co-founder. That's how we started this company, and I moved to Las Vegas.
Okay. Wow. So the revenue model, their business model for a web to a mobile app for creators was advertising at first, and then you just transitioned it into the blockchain.
Exactly.
Decentralized, say community participating paradigm.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't do the freedom of speech part without the decentralization part. So I immediately knew, hey, I gotta connect this with Web3 and make sure everything is on Web3, coming forward.
Right. And when did the project officially launch?
Yeah, officially launched, I would say around end of April last year. Since that's when I quit my job officially, and then moved to Las Vegas to meet my co-founder. And then we raised the money and we started to work. And the first employee I hired was actually from Pakistan. So we have our Pakistan engineer, Asan. And then, I knew someone from this outsourcing company in Philippines. And then we got our engineer, Kenny, onboarded. So we got a Filipino engineer as well. And we're, starting to slowly look into hiring after we raise our first A round. Hopefully by end of this year, we're looking to hire more.
Okay, there you go. And so when you launched, what were the hurdles or the obstacles that Powerfan had to overcome before officially launching?
Yeah, before officially launching, like I was using most of my personal funds. So, working at Silicon Valley and being a single guy, I had cash in the bank. So I was using that to run the business, but I knew that would run out soon until we had actual revenue. So raising capital in the beginning, that was the main hurdle because we wanted to move fast. Otherwise, I was just doing all the coding. I was just coding all day. That was all I was doing, and eating like ramen noodles and trying to save money. That was all I was doing, and using my own money for servers and things like that. But once we had the funding, things were a lot more smoother. We could hire more engineers, designers, get our website better. So that was the main difference. That was the main kind of hurdle we had to face early in the beginning. And then the next hurdles was, okay, now we got the engineers, like, how do we make sure we, know that this product is actually going to be useful? So having actual competitors in the space, for example, one of our competitors is Rally. Rally is one of our competitors in the creator coin space, but taking a look at how they're doing and what they're doing and having some competitors to actually build this whole market, the size of the market growing, that really kind of, helped us out, get validation, and actually work with Rally creators to actually make their tokens decentralized instead of the way that Rally is centralized. So, for example, a creator makes a token on Rally and Rally, gets hacked or something, that token is gone. It's in their database. For us, we use Polygon blockchain. So if they mint a creator token with Powerfan, on the other hand, it's on Polygon, and they can actually put their tokens on QuickSwap as well. So they can put it on a QuickSwap exchange or other Polygon-based exchanges too. So that's the main difference, and that's where we found validation to go over that hump. Yeah.
Right. I think the existence of a first mover is, again, a reassurance that, oh, there's a market here, the fact that they're existing. But I guess also you can have a first mover advantage, but at the same time, when you say when you're a first mover, you have a big target on your back.
Exactly. I mean, that's how, there was 6 degrees, there was MySpace, and then there's Facebook, but now Instagram, pushing the over. And now look at how YouTube is kind of going down, but TikTok is going up. So I think always there's going to be a new competitor pushing the envelope forward. And always I look at Apple's model too. Apple looks at what's in the market. Is there something we can actually make way better, than multiple level better? And I think that's what we're doing with Powerfan. We saw a market, maybe there's creator coins and Binance is doing something similar with fan coins as well, but how can we make it 100 times better than anyone out there? That's what we're trying to do with Powerfan, using technology to bring a suite of tools to make everybody that uses our platform easily raise money and easily provide utility through their community. That's what we're trying to do. Help out these communities seamlessly do commerce.
Right. I guess that's a strategic move when you try to make 100-fold times better, because people usually would rather just stay in their comfort zone if your product is only a little bit better. But if they have a very good reason, very compelling reason to migrate, then that's an advantage as well.
Exactly. And let 1,000 flowers flourish. Like a lot of these other like platforms, they like block people or don't let people do things, but we're gonna let everyone be able to make their own token on Powerfan if they just have a MetaMask wallet. And we just like ban maybe if they're doing some scams, maybe this is a sketchy, person trying to scam people, then we can ban them off the platform later on. But we're gonna allow anyone to at least give the benefit of doubt, anyone to make a token. And plus, if they actually get verified and KYC through us, we give them a blue check mark. So they pay a little money and, KYC with us, we give them a blue check mark, and we certify that these new creator tokens, for example, McDonald's comes to us, they want to make a token for McDonald's coin. We certify them and make them a token and also utility around that token. So maybe an example I can give you is Medicash. So Medicash is a company that we worked with that does plastic surgery in Korea. So they have 50 different plastic surgery franchises under them. And we launched their token. So you can actually buy maybe a 2-week trip to Korea to get plastic surgery. That is 1/10 the price of the US. And after you're done with the surgery, you do some touring and everyone got bandages all over their face. So you don't feel left alone, you don't feel lonely. And then they come back to the US, for example, and we have all the paperwork So even after your face changes and they look at your ID, why is your face different? We got all the paperwork so you can come back to your home safely. So that kind of plastic surgery product is what we're trying to do with Medicash. So we launched their token. We're selling their token for plastic surgery coin and tourism in Korea. Since Korea has a lot of plastic surgeons, I mean, you know, you just want to look like a K-pop star, go there, get plastic surgery, right? For $10,000 or more. The same surgery for just the nose in the US, because of medical insurance companies are so corrupt there and influence the government, maybe $200,000 in the US, but for $20,000, you can have a 2-week trip in Korea plus the surgery. So that's the price difference of you know, Korea and the US. So that's one big business we're focused on right now, helping them with Medicash tokens and NFTs. Mm-hmm.
So it's not just an individual like B2C, but also yeah, a B2B with non-entertainment, but actually real brick and mortar businesses
That's
that you're
true.
serving.
Plus, we're doing B2G. I wonder if I told you I'm working with the government here. So Sarah Duterte, she's the vice president of the Philippines, and this is Michael Herrera, who is my good friend. He's launching tourism tokens for the government there. And we're trying to provide and make an awesome Coinville island. So we're trying to build this smart city in Philippines for DeFi living, and also digitalized and decentralized governance around the island city. That's going to be our smart city system. So imagine this, like you're living in this island and in real time, you get to vote on your phone with your NFT that, hey, I'm a citizen of this island. I want this railroad built this way. And people can vote in real time with their universal ID NFT in their Picata wallet. You know, in their wallet, they just vote on certain things. Yeah. So that's the smart city we're trying to building. Maybe I can show you a quick video of that island. Yeah. So this is B2G business. We're trying to get involved in this, and we provide all the technology. Mm-hmm. Hopefully my, let me lower the video rate because the internet is pretty slow in my hotel, but hopefully it's working. There we go. Should have downloaded this video early on, but a little later while it's loading, I can show you more. But this is the type of B2G business we're trying to do, and then we have also B2B with the Picata wallet. These are our good friends, and I'm like a part-time CTO for them as well, giving them technical advice on their wallet as well. They've launched their wallet on Brave browser and Chrome browser and mobile soon as well. So we're working very, very closely with them for doing DeFi directly on their wallet, and also that voting system I talked about for islands and smart cities. We'll be able to do that with the Picata wallet as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've heard of Satoshi Island, that they're also trying to have a smart DeFi city, but you're also building one in the Philippines, which is amazing.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Mm-hmm. Mabuhay.
There you go.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your core team. How many people does your core team have?
Yeah. So our main core team, we have our main developers. So they're Asan and Kenny from Asan from the Pakistan and Kenny from Philippines. So those are our core developers, and we're planning to get more developers soon. And we have our marketing director, Naomi. So she's working on the marketing and sales right now. And we also have Aviatar Alfasi, that is our main investor relationship guy. So he brought in investors as well. And also my co-founder, Jesse Krieger, he owns a book publishing company. So he's been running book publishing for creators for 17 years. So for a long time, he's been an entrepreneur for 17 years. And he's been in the content creation industry as well. So those are some of our core team members there. And also our designer, Jonathan, who does the amazing design for all our website stuff as well. So those are our core members with design, marketing, investment, and content creation and engineering, of course. Yeah.
All right. Where is Naomi located?
Yeah, Naomi is in Panama, actually. She's going to an event there in Panama for cryptocurrency events. So we have a very decentralized team. That's the beauty of our team. Like I'm in Korea or the US sometimes and Philippines sometimes. So I keep traveling around the world. And then my other co-founders in Las Vegas right now. And then our engineers are in Pakistan and Philippines. You know, it's a pretty diverse team with people in Panama and South America. And I think our current investor relationship guy, Aviatar, who's also from Israel, but he's currently in Israel right now. But he's been traveling back and forth from Panama and Italy and all over the world. So we have, I think that's the beauty of a Web3 company.
Right.
We're doing the work from home, even before kind of, it all got super cool and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. You've been doing it already. Okay. So you have a B2C, B2B, and B2G.
Yeah.
What would you say would be in order of priority, which is which when it comes to
Oh, yeah.
really serving which among these segments?
Exactly. So to give you like a real general idea, like top priorities, of course, once we have a very, very solid B2C kind of business, for example, we showcase that, hey, people can actually stake tokens and people can actually use our products. We have a very solid, model for other companies to follow. So having this sample code and this actual demonstration that we got the technology and this is useful, that B2B side, B2C side of things that we can showcase, that is very important to us, and also builds trust among people who bought our token as well. There's once we put a website and a mobile app and a platform where people can use Powerfan tokens, the PFAN token that they can buy on Polygon. So once we have that solid foundation, everything else comes to place. And then the B2G, the B2B people look at our platform and say, hey, if these guys can build that, I want to get into that as well. So B2C is very, very important to us. And, number one motto for us is customer service. Customer service, like, I think I've been a little bit brainwashed by Amazon, to be honest, while I was working at Amazon, but customer service is number one. We don't sleep at Amazon. When I used to work there, whatever it takes to keep the customer satisfied, that's number one. So customer satisfaction in Powerfan too, we have that DNA of making sure our customers are taken care of no matter what the cost. So B2C is our main priority and our branding to make sure the customer is fulfilled. And once we have that, then, the B2B and the B2G, they all follow. They look at how good and happy our customers are. They're going to come anyways after that. So that's what our priorities are currently.
All right. When you talk about B2C, that's both the patrons and the creators.
That's true. Patreon and creators. But the fans will come if the actual creators are satisfied. So I used to work at another payment processor company called Point. And, looking at their business model and the way they did business, they always focused on the merchants. The merchants are the people with the business processors. And once the merchant is happy making money, then everything falls to face. So the fans are okay, we'll help out the fans. And if the fans complain, then the creator complains too. So whatever the creator needs and whatever the creator wants, that's what the main focus for us. And if the creator doesn't like that their customers are complaining about something, then we listen right away to the creator. So number one is creator, and then, waterfall down to the fans. And if the fans kind of want something and the creator complains, hey, the fans want something, why aren't you making something, Albert? Then we follow the creator and make sure the creator is happy first, and then the fans. That's the main priority for us.
Right. I think they're the ones that will generate the value anyways.
That's true.
It's a commodity, not really the grade of commodity, it's creation. It's the project or the service.
You got to look at this like, I grew up in Korea, right? I grew up there 15 years. Korea has a ton of cults. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of cults in Korea. And each fan base, if you look at Logan Paul, all these, Jake Paul, or like if you look at Mayweather or all these influencers, each influencer community is kind of like a cult. If you take a look at it, even Bitcoin or, Apple, Apple products is a cult, the cult of Apple and Steve Jobs. Every kind of cult or community as we call it, has a leader. It has a doctrine. It has a certain kind of way they need and utilize things. So, for example, I go to church and I go to, listen to sermons and things like that. There's always a special case where you want to bring that community somewhere to make things easier for everybody. And that's the tool we give. We want to make these communities have a tool so everyone is happy, from the leader of the community to the followers of the community. We want everything to be smooth. And that's where Powerfan comes in to make, frictionless monetization, frictionless community building, and frictionless tiers, so you know who your number one fan is. That is what we're very focused on.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. Yeah, if there's nothing to watch, then no watchers.
That's true. That's true.
No content, then no content watchers. Content
Exactly.
Consumers. There's no creators, there's no consumers. I think the creation has to be there first.
Exactly. So we're building that community. We've been working with Picata Wallet, with Tetrix. We're working with 8chain to launch their tokens as well and selling their tokens. We went to the metaverse. We're working with other layer 2 solutions like Metis as well. We're building out their platform, and we launched several NFTs as well for coaches, photographers, and even sculptors and magazines. We've launched a ton of them. And of course, I'm in Manila and, love Philippines. I've been here since, multiple times since 2012. And we worked with the Manny Pacquiao Foundation to launch Jun Aquino's paintings of Manny Pacquiao as NFTs. So we worked a lot in this, system of different types of communities together. And, we have that vision to empower authors, content creators, and fans to conduct that meaningful communication together. So, our mobile app is coming soon, and we have a DeFi protocol, which, those content creators, they can actually sell their content to their fans with DeFi. So, DeFi has a lot of scams, and, you probably looked at Luna and say, hey, why the hell are people like putting money into these Ponzi schemes, right? Mm-hmm. And the difference between a legitimate DeFi like Uniswap and a Ponzi scheme, the difference is, you got to simplify it. If there's a business model that makes sense and smart contracts has the ability to make that profit sharing with me, who's providing the liquidity, me providing the money. If I provide money to this business, does the business model make sense? And the business model has to be simple, right? Luna had a crazy complicated business model trying to stabilize a stable coin with something super unstable. That's a business model that never really works. Our business model is, okay, the content creator sells their video to somebody. Part of that money goes to you. Like, what other simpler business model is there? Like, creator makes a video or a t-shirt, sells it to their fans. People who buys the creator token or NFTs, they're going to get a piece of that business. Simple as that. So that simplified business model is what we're doing with DeFi, a simple business model connected with smart contracts that actually makes sense and profit. That's what we're really after right now.
All right. Okay. I see. What would you say would be the place where your creators are going to come from? Are they already existing in some centralized system to migrate to Powerfan? Or are you focusing on creators, like offline creators, to onboard? Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, so any creator, to be honest, can come to Powerfan, make their tokens, anyone they want. But for now, we have like bread and butter kind of strategy of making sales. Actually, I don't know if Rally is gonna like this, but we're churning Rally tokens. So we're just reaching out to Rally creators and say, hey, your tokens are gonna disappear if Rally disappears, right? Your tokens are gonna, go away if Rally goes bankrupt. So put it on the blockchain. This is not on the blockchain right now. Your token is not on the blockchain, like scary token. So come to Powerfan, let's mint your tokens. And that's how we're reaching out to them right now. So we got some users that way because they're already people who want to make tokens, right? So that's an easy sell. The next one is actually going to OnlyFans and people who banned in OnlyFans, and also people who are making content with Patreon. Patreon is another centralized system where people are trying to sell their content, right? Their content. And also banned YouTubers. Like if you heard about Alex Jones, it's this crazy person that's been banned on Twitter and all the social media. We want him on our platform. We want him. And what other way to get, these crazy people that were banned on all these social medias, put them in a decentralized place. Everyone is going to come there. Freedom of speech and freedom of expression, that is what we're very focused on.
Okay, got it. At least these people have a place, if you will, a stage.
That's true.
For them to broadcast their mission.
Yeah, and no one can ban them. It's Web3. They try to do that with AWS. I wonder if you heard about this place. I forgot the exact name, but Amazon banned right-wing app. It was the name of Parler. Yeah, so the conservative app was banned by Amazon. So their servers were cut by Amazon. Can you believe that? That's why we need to move to Web3. I mean, who cares? Like Parler, this app, was like more of a right-wing kind of social network maybe, but they were banned by Amazon. Amazon cut off their servers. And that is something that I do not agree with. I think with Web3, that will be impossible now. And that's what we strive for.
Okay. It's more of an enabler, empowering creators who have a voice or a message. Right?
That's true.
Yeah. I wonder, because like if there's a creator who is not familiar with the whole blockchain dynamics when it comes to NFTs and utilizing this, where do they find some information on how to launch their project or their mission, if you will? Let's say I'm a creator, I'm a blogger. I don't know how Web3 works, how to monetize using my fans. Do you give some consultation? Do you have some tutorials there, or is there some place where they can find more about how to start a community on Web3?
Yeah, definitely. We're trying to build that documentation and tutorials here, how to create an account here. We have some videos on our YouTube channel as well. So if you go to, for example, docs.powerfan.io, we have our tutorials here of how to utilize and use our solutions, but also our YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube, go to powerfan.io and search for powerfan.io. Come to our YouTube channel to kind of search for our tutorial videos. Feel free to subscribe for his channel as well as mine, so we'll have both our channels in the description. So there's many ways you can educate yourself about cryptocurrencies, but I think the crypto wallet adoption amount is almost as fast as internet adoption in 2000s right now. Number one, because of the coming economic doom and collapse, it's going to be worse than 1930s Great Depression in a bit. There's already several countries going through hyperinflation right now, like Sri Lanka. You saw it going through Venezuela and multiple countries going through hyperinflation right now. A lot of countries, citizens have lost faith in their government's currency. Even if you look at the Twitter for the government of Nigeria, they tweeted out, "Hey, Bitcoin is making our currency, useless now." That's the official tweet from the government of Nigeria. I'll try to find the link later on, but it's insane what these people are doing. The adoption cycle of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, the reason also it's going so high, not just the trust issue, but also the convenience. until recently, until the pandemic, even Philippines government did not let a lot of people make payment gateways to the Philippines. So it was very, very hard for people to do remittances, and they can use Western Union or some other different types of payment gateways, but they were taking so many fees from remittances, and a lot of people from Philippines, they work abroad and send money back to their homes. That's how the country sustains itself right now. But think about it with Bitcoin, almost very, very low fees, less than 0% fees. If you have Lightning Network, or Ethereum, or these other Polygon type layer 2 solutions with almost zero fees or $0.1 fee. That would save so much money for these poor families with workers abroad and remittances, and save global trade as a whole. That's going to replace the fiat dollar system we have right now. That's what I believe.
Right, right. I think it just highlights the limits of centralized systems. I think started in 2008, right? Financial crisis, subprime mortgage.
Yeah,
right now, even exacerbated by that.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's an amazing platform there. Maybe we can focus on the Filipinos right now, because I think that we're both in Manila, and then maybe the question right now is, why the Philippines in the first place? However you want to stab at it. Why are you here?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna tell you, like, I've been to the conferences. So if you look at our YouTube channel, I was in one of the conferences, probably the largest NFT conference in Korea. And this video here, and then I was in one in Manila, like the event we met from there. Like, you just see the youth. So in Korea, like, maybe it's because like the population is older, like Japan, but most of the crypto enthusiasts in Korea, they're a little bit more on the older side, 50. There's some 60-year-olds there as well. And then you look at Manila, the whole population is so young, and there's a lot more people than Korea. So that was one of the things there as well. Plus, Philippines has a way higher need for cryptocurrency. I think the cryptocurrency adoption, especially wallets in Philippines, is super high. And if you just look at Axie Infinity, for example, that NFT gaming space, and it was the Philippines that was like, going very, very excited and enthusiastic about NFT gaming. So the younger population, plus the real need for remittances, since a lot of workers are abroad, and the younger generation just trying to adopt technology as fast as possible. All of this, got me decided to say, hey, I want to work with Philippines. This is the place. This might be the place where, it might, blockchain and technology and cryptocurrencies might make this country as rich as Singapore one day. This is where I see all that, history of, financial, maybe some things happened financially and the country got poor, but I think cryptocurrencies is going to get this, Philippines, this country, rise up from the ashes to the great power it once was. I mean, South Korea was poorer than Philippines after the war. I mean, Philippines has, paid money to the South Korean government to keep us from starving to death in South Korea. South Korea was that poor before. But now I think, whatever I can do, like for our Filipino brothers, help them, the country out. And I think this is the future of Web3 is going to be in Philippines. So that's why I'm so excited to be here in Makati today, in Manila.
Wow. Thank you for being here with us, Albert. Kamsahamnida.
Kamsahamnida. Thank you so much. Salamat po.
Yeah, I guess that because Filipinos also would like to express themselves, the Philippines is known for its entertainment industry and entertainers, singers, musicians, maybe actors. But yeah, again, I think TikTok, they like to express themselves there. So maybe they can use video for their platform using Powerfan, these younger ones, and create some cult following surrounding the content.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I talked with some people, like, I wonder if like Sasa girl. She's a famous TikToker in the LGBT community with over 6 million subscribers. Yeah, 6.1 million subscribers. We're kind of in the talks of that right now. And also, like, hey, if Bella Porch wants to come in, there's like a lot of amazing Filipino influencers in the space, and we would really love to work with a lot of these different types of influencers on TikTok, especially, to come and create their tokens on Powerfan and help them monetize their fans, and also help their fans get closer to their creators with no middleman in between. We want to make sure the direct messages and everything gets through to the creators in that decentralized way.
Mm. And again, just to recap, the fans can also earn points by supporting. Is that correct?
That's true. They can earn by watching the content, sharing. We're going to have extra features where you can even stake the token, DeFi. So stake the token, and then you can earn part of the sales that are going through the content creators' purchases. So the creator makes a ton of money. Maybe it's an early creator. The creator maybe has 100 subscribers, but you staked early. You bought a ton of their tokens early on and you staked it. And then the creator becomes super popular, maybe in 2 to 3 years, for example. Then you can actually have a part of their earnings as well on Powerfan. So it's like finding underrated content creators. That could be a certain way to, gain funding as well. Find new creators. That's the platform we want to build.
I guess that the investing landscape has changed when they say that find a undervalued company, as Warren Buffett might say, but this time creator who has the potential and buy a lot of his tokens when he launches, and see skyrocket your security skyrocket, so to speak, in that use case.
Exactly. I mean, that's why I came to the Philippines. This is the most underrated place in the world. I mean, there's so much higher potential to go with the young population, the enthusiastic population, the hardworking people here. I think this is the place for people to invest. And that's why I want to stake my career to invest in the Philippines. And I'm excited for that.
Wow. So Albert, what would you say would be the next exciting thing with Powerfan, or things, if you wanted to go plural, that will probably take place in the next, say, 3 months, 6 months, and a year into the future?
Yeah. So right now, definitely in a few weeks, we'll have our plugin ready. So this plugin, we've almost developed it fully. We got all the login function working and stuff like that. So you can actually get airdrops in a couple of weeks. Start using our plugin. We're trying to submit it to the Chrome store. So in the Chrome, you can actually use it. And also we're gonna publish it in the Brave browser in a couple of weeks after that too. So in Brave browser and Chrome, you can be starting to use our plugin for that. And the other thing is NFTs as well. So on our Powerfan website, you'll be able to sell and buy NFTs for creators. That's going to be relaunched as well. We had it before, and then we had to set it down because of some security issues. We wanted to really tighten up security around NFTs, especially after you see OpenSea's been hacked. Other smart contracts can hack. So we just wanted to make sure and tighten up our security around NFTs. And we're going to relaunch that in a couple of weeks. So thankfully, we have not been hacked yet since, I've worked in the financial industry a long time, and I've seen colleagues like literally almost go to jail because maybe, some part of their code got hacked, or they wrote a semicolon or a zero by accident, millions of dollars gone. But so that's one of the key things about being an engineer in blockchain. Your code is like hardware. You can't change solidity in blockchain code once it's written. It's immutable. So the only thing you can do is say sorry. Once your smart contract gets hacked, all you can do is apologize. So security and being careful and paranoid about security is number one. And I think that's one of the, thankful things. I've been blessed enough to work in the financial industry where that's always the case. So I've always been kind of paranoid about code and security. That I went on a rant here. Sorry about that, but just giving you a general idea of where we're trying to go, what's happening in Powerfan, and the next exciting content creators we're hopefully onboarding to launch their tokens as well, along with our Tetrix friends and our 8chain friends. I'm super excited to partner with them in the Philippines.
All right, looking forward to that, and perhaps a round two, and probably digging into the crevices or the cracks of the implications of why Polygon and how they can even monetize it. Maybe we'll go technical a little bit later on for round two.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and one more thing is like we're right now on Ethereum and Polygon, but we're going to expand to Binance Smart Chain, Metis, some other blockchains as well. So we're going to be blockchain agnostic, and we're planning to launch our own layer 3 solution called Powerchain, where you can interact with all of these different blockchains without thinking about it. So you can move your NFT to Polygon, Ethereum, anywhere you want with our interface without thinking about it. Like when you're on the internet, you don't think about, am I on ADSL? Am I on, lightning cable? You don't think about your internet provider, right? It's going to be the same thing. We're going to do a layer 3 solution called Powerchain on blockchain. So you don't think about what blockchain am I on anymore. That's the plan.
There you go. When it comes to interoperability and adoption, I guess, because some people are like only bullish on this chain and that network. Yeah.
No need for that anymore. It's like modem, then you go to ADSL internet, then you go to like lightning cable, fiber to the node, fiber internet. No one cares as long as my internet is fast. That's the future of blockchain.
Right. Serving the client or the users themselves, make their life easier. So where can people find more information about Powerfan if you have some other social platforms?
Oh, for sure. So, if you want to connect with me personally, like it's LinkedIn /Albert On with AHN, Albert On. So you can connect with me on LinkedIn anytime. Connect together. You can take a look at some of our videos here. And also on Powerfan website, we have our socials here as well. So take a look at our link tree. They're on the bottom here. So you can take a look at our different socials to connect with us as well around our Discord channel and other socials as well, like our Twitter. But our main one is definitely YouTube and Instagram. So connect with us on YouTube and Instagram, and feel free to connect with me as well on LinkedIn.
Right, there you go. Funny you include Facebook there because Filipinos are big on Facebook. Philippines still has a lot of Facebook users. Yeah,
definitely. Connect with us on Facebook as well. And these are the 5 different projects we're very working on, excited about. The Creator Coin Launchpad that we talked about, value-added NFTs with dividends and actual business model behind them, payment platform with DeFi staking, so you can stake your Creator Coins. Metaverse as a service is coming as well too. So I've been a game developer for over 4 years before in my gaming company since 2012, and we're doing that as a service, and layer 3 solution that I talked about too. So we're excited to bring these 5 products to the blockchain.
There you go. Albert, this has been very insightful, but my last question is there any other question that maybe not included here that you wish had been asked by me, but that I missed? Any special point or that you would like to bring up?
Yeah, maybe I can bring up briefly, like maybe some of our accomplishments to date. We've already among these, since we have a pretty good development team, and since I'm an engineer, we've finished up a Creator Coin Launchpad. We are launching value-added NFTs in 2 weeks after, and then our DeFi platform is already up, so you can stake your PFAN tokens. You can buy your PFAN tokens here on Powerfan on QuickSwap, so you can buy them here, and you can stake them on our staking platform, so you can come and stake your tokens once you logged in. And these 2 are coming up soon, so I'm pretty excited about these rest of these 2 projects that are going to be in the making next year. So we already have 3, 3 already being done, and also 2 will be done next year. So we're really excited about those types of accomplishments and all of our partnerships from government to islands to our partners at with the wallet company Picata and Layer 2 Solutions and 8chain. So we're really excited about all of these partnerships coming up, as well as our plastic surgery coin. So if you guys want plastic surgery, come to Korea.
Right, right. I've never heard of this use case where plastic surgery chains can actually make their own coins. So it's amazing how seeing all these blockchain use cases, not just limited to the DeFi and NFTs art.
Exactly. And some people don't have a tech team. Some people have a great idea. Maybe they have a great marketing. They have a huge community. Just bring that community to us. We provide the technology. We have the shovels. We have the pans. All you need to do is bring the people to start digging the gold so you guys can get the gold. That's what we provide. We provide the shovels and pans.
Okay, maybe last word. So usually the creators can only make what kind of content? Is it video, audio, written?
Anything. So if you go to, let me log into our platform actually, so you can see what kind of content you can provide. But anything video, it's like a Facebook post. So you just post something on Facebook. You can post a video. You can post even on OnlyFans or Patreon. You can actually do multiple different types of content. That's what we let people share. So if you log in, for example, hopefully my hotel internet is working and you're logged in and you go to your profile, what you can do is you publish different types of content here that you want. Maybe it's a different one here. So it's probably my current internet right now, but later on, you can post pretty much any content you like, whether it is video content or different types of things there. And one more thing I wanted to show you before we go is, let me log into my MetaMask real quick. So with your MetaMask, you can earn up to 100% APY until our reward tokens go away. So the way staking works for a lot of people is that they stake, they get, let me switch to Polygon network here. So they stake and they think they're going to earn like 25%, forever. That's not the case for us. We have 5 million tokens as a reward, and you can actually start staking those tokens up to, if you lock it up for 90 days. But if the reward tokens run out, you no longer get the tokens. So we put the expectation that, hey, if you early on stake your tokens, you're going to get the reward, else you're not going to get the reward. So that is the main difference between us and other staking platforms. So let me, for example, connect with this wallet over here. And you can actually see like how many tokens are being staked, what is happening. And you can also buy the PFAN tokens and Medicash as well. So that's kind of the main platform we have right now.
Right. So guys, if you want to go plastic surgery in Korea, just buy Medicash and then have that token as almost like a receipt of a use case and any other use cases there.
Exactly. Once you get the Medicash tokens, you can use these to buy these NFTs that are packages for the trips. So you go to the Medicash profile, they're going to have their profile up and coming in a couple of weeks. And you can actually start buying these 2-week trips for a no job. You want to maybe, change your jaw or get like liposuction or something like that. We'll have these package trips. And since you're coming with people that are doing the same surgery, you're not going to feel lonely. Everyone's going to have the same bandages as you. So you won't be looking funny. You're going to be in a line full of people with the same bandages and come back home the same way. So people won't look at you funny. You're going to be in a group.
Right. Especially Filipinos like to go together. We're not individualistic. We're like not like an egalitarian culture. We're like a gregarious, collective dynamic. So
I love it. The community is strong. That's the main reason. If you look at the crypto communities where they're super active, it's not these individual kind of like, lonely people places. It's not like the Midwest of the US. The places with the crazy amount of cryptocurrency places is the community. And that's why I think Axie Infinity went up so high in Philippines and it has a great community of people. Plus, even in Korea, Korea has this crazy community kind of mentality, a group mentality there. So that's why Kimchi Premium was going insane 2016 and 17. Mhm.
Okay, there you go. I think Eastern Orientals, collective. Western, individualistic. Yeah, they have their pros and cons, but yeah, you have to know which is which.
That's
and
true.
And the trade-offs.
Exactly. But Philippines, this is the place, and I'm excited to be here.
Right. So Albert, any last words to everyone watching this content, especially to Filipinos, because we're in the Philippines? What should they do first, and then where do they go from here after watching this?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Launching our project on Polygon network. We're also have Ethereum as well, but I think people here in Philippines, they gotta be really excited about cryptocurrencies and what's happening in the space. This will revolutionize, not just the financial space. People will be later on voting with their government issued NFT for voting. Elections, local elections. We're doing a smart city on a whole island in the Philippines. I mean, this island is going to be that testing ground for all of these different DeFi apps and wallets and exciting things coming here. And since especially since this is an island nation with multiple islands and multiple cultures in Philippines, this type of smart city app and smart city ecosystem is super fitting for this type of culture. So I'm super excited for the Philippines to make this smart island a reality and connect all these decentralized islands together to form this amazing community together. So let's do this together, Philippines. I'm super excited for the decentralization of this community.
Thank you, Albert. Maybe last question. Should we know the glimpse into where the island is going to be, or that's still top secret?
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of a secret, but this video should have been showing this. Let me see if I got another video somewhere. Maybe I've downloaded it. Let's see. I think I got, hopefully this video will show. Maybe not. Yeah, but maybe next time we meet, I'll showcase which island that's gonna be. So stay tuned, everybody, and subscribe to this channel, or else you'll lose it.
There you go. So once again, kamsahamnida, Albert, and
Thank you. Salamat po.
Yeah. So everyone, if you have not taken action, if you're especially a creator here in the Philippines, then probably you're missing the train. So I hope that we could share this with all the people that you know who can benefit from this, especially a creator ones. If you would like to broadcast yourself instead of using TikTok, you can use this and then reap the benefits of the Web3 blockchain advantage is what they call it. Blockchain benefits, if you will. So thank you once again, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, Albert.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Take care.